out my window, sun shining bright.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Reese, as always, you know what I'm saying? It's here. Free agency has officially kicked off. Obviously, I'm a couple days late from, the start date, but we here now. I wanted to let you know a lot of stuff unfold. It's been 48-ish hours now since it's kicked off, so, more moves have happened since, day one. So that's what I'm here doing. Refreshing y'all on what's going on around the league. And man, the Lakers, I am very, very impressed with the moves that they're making. Well, not really moves, but the signings that they've made. Obviously, it's going to be a new team once more, bringing in guys like Taurean Prince, Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, and Jackson Hayes, who all did not play there last year, obviously. But they also brought back Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and Austin Reeves. So, although y'all know how much I did not want D'Angelo Russell a part of this team moving forward into this next season, he's back. I can't be mad at it, especially with the other signings that they did or were able to make. But Taurean Prince, a 1-year deal, $4.5 million. Gabe Vincent on a 3-year deal, $33 million. I think that's very, very good value for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent, he's not really a guy that, is going to be worth more than like 15, 16 million. So 11 million, that's very, very good value for the Los Angeles Lakers, especially being able to bring back Rui on a 3-year, 51. Cam Reddish got 2 years. I couldn't see the money on it. I don't think it was said yet. Same with Jackson Hayes, it's a 2-year deal. Don't know the money on that one. D'Angelo Russell is also a 2-year, $37 million, and Austin Reeves, 4 years, $56 million. With all those signings being made, every single one of them happened before Austin Reeves got signed. So I was like, damn, the Lakers is really about to lose Austin Reeves. They were able to bring him back on a very cheap deal. Austin Reeves is obviously not a max player, but he's up to like 18, 20. That's what is it, 12? It's like 12.8 year one, and then it goes up by 8%, I think I read. So very good deal. Then the Houston Rockets also made some very, very good signings. Obviously, with the draft of drafting Amin Thompson, they bring in Fred VanVleet on a 3-year, $130 million. That man got paid, boy. He got paid. Dylan Brooks, who was rumored and connected to the Rockets throughout this entire offseason, that's where he landed. 4 years, $80 million. That's like the max that Dylan Brooks, I think his value is worth, $20 million a year. Like absolute max. Like that might even be a little too much, but for the Rockets, they had to spend some money and they had it to give. They wanted to bring in Dylan Brooks. They bought him in for a 4-year, $80 million contract, and they also pick up Jock Landale from the Phoenix Suns on a 4-year, $32 million contract. So a couple more moves that can be made. They also traded away KJ Martin, got back some draft equity, but didn't really get back much for the rotation. Not that they need it. They're already a deep team, a young team trying to rebuild, and this can push them move the process a lot forward, a lot faster. Indiana Pacers, Bruce Brown signed for a 2-year deal, $45 million. Talk about bag check. I think it was rumored, I don't know if it was confirmed, but his 2nd year on the contract is a player option. Obviously, he's going to take it. Get your bag, Bruce. You already got the jewelry. Get your bag. I'm not mad at him. And then my Blazers. My Blazers. There's been a lot going on the past few days. We'll get into that a little bit later, though. But they re-signed Jeremy Grant on a 5-year deal, $160 million. Bit of an overpay. Not going to cap. He's up there, making nearly the same amount of money as Giannis, making the same amount of money as Devin Booker. Like these guys that are obviously much better than him. I'm gonna just say it how it is. Obviously, guys that are much better than him, he's making the near amount of money. But for the Portland Trailblazers, we have it to spend, seeing how we're about to get Damian Lillard off our books. And who knows, maybe he could get traded down the line. I really enjoyed Jeremy Grant for what he did for us. Coming in last season, averaging what I think it was like 18 to 20 for us, being our third option alongside Simons and Damian Lillard. Really nice season for Jeremy Grant. I like his floor spacing ability, that catch and shoot, that immediate release, beautiful. So I would love for Jeremy Grant to be a part of this team. I just thought it would have been with Damian Lillard, and obviously we know my man's requested a trade, so we're gonna get into that in another video though for sure. Crazy. NBA, I told y'all anything can happen, bro, and it's crazy. Dallas Mavericks, as we expected, they went ahead and re-signed Kyrie Irving. It's not the max deal that he was looking for, but it's a pretty solid deal, in my opinion. Near actually getting less than Fred VanVleet. Just $4 million. I ain't like pocket watching or nothing, but 3-year deal, $126 million, and I think that third year is a player option. So maybe he could do pull a James Harden, another person that requested a trade at the beginning of this free agency. Pull a James Harden, opt into his player option, and then get traded if things don't work out for him. Next up, just some housekeeping. The Milwaukee Bucks re-signed Chris Middleton on a 3-year, $102, and also brought back Brook Lopez, who was rumored to be going elsewhere. The Houston Rockets were the strongest link to Brook Lopez's name, but a 2-year, $48 million deal, maxed out on his last, possibly his last 2 good years of athleticism, rim protection, floor stretchability. So I say do it. Go ahead and do it. Obviously, with Giannis being hurt in that first round, it really deterred things for the Bucks being the 1 seed coming into the playoffs, losing to the Miami Heat. But they believed if the team was fully healthy that they could have made a push at that run, at the championship. Maybe they could have been hoisting the Larry O'Brien against the Denver Nuggets. Who knows? But re-signing the gang, bringing everybody back together, run it back. I'm not mad at it. Then the Brooklyn Nets get Cam Johnson back on a 4-year, $108 million. $26 million a year for Cam Johnson. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a guy that still has a lot to prove. Obviously, the playoff push that he had, or the little stretch that he had in the playoffs in the first round, really opened our eyes to a lot of people to what Cam Johnson could really do. But that's a lot of money for a guy like Cam's caliber. But hey, for the Brooklyn Nets, I say go ahead and do it, bro. Really young team over there, promising future. Sign your guys. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers, they also get a Miami Heat guy, and Max Strus on a 4-year deal, $63 million. Talk about, bag check. Max Strus just got paid. This is probably, depending on what he can do in Cleveland, because it's not like he's a young guy. I think he's like 26, maybe even older than that. It's probably the max money that he could have made. So obviously he's going to go get his bag after showing his worth on a championship caliber team in the Miami Heat. Got his bag on but signed to a contending team as well. This is not just any, bag chase. This is still wanting to compete. The Cleveland Cavaliers are a very competitive team. Obviously went down in that second round against New York, but they were the 4 seed. Obviously you got the powerhouses in Giannis, Joel Embiid, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown duo. So they're like the best team that doesn't have a superstar. Yes, Donovan Mitchell is a superstar, but I mean like dudes that like people really, I will give up everything for that player. Obviously, it kind of was done for Donovan Mitchell, but not to the extent that it would be done for Joel Embiid or Giannis or Jason Tatum. And then the Sacramento Kings, hope I don't butcher his name, Sasha Vezenkov, the reigning EuroLeague MVP. The Sacramento Kings re-signed him, signed him from overseas, 3 years, $20 million. I don't know anything about this guy, but to win a EuroLeague MVP, I know you gotta be that dude. So the Kings just got a guy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say. I'm gonna definitely, catch up on some of his work, but the Kings got a guy. Then we're gonna slide through these last ones. The Sixers signed Pat Bev on a 1-year deal. The money wasn't spoke about, at least not out in the open. Clippers re-signed Russell Westbrook on a very, very small deal, 2 years, $8 million. I was shocked as hell that Russell Westbrook got $8 million. But, you know, he stays in LA, gets, you know, trying to make that last push. He already has hella bread, so it's not really, you know, nothing to him. Well, I mean, money, you know, you always gonna want more, but he's already rich as hell, so, you know, best case scenario for himself, I guess, and his family. The New York Knicks steal Dante DiVincenzo from the Warriors. Not like they were really competing, but taking him from the Warriors. Villanova boys uniting, and DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson coming in on a 4-year, $50 million deal. Perfect. New York Knicks get another workhorse to go and match Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson out there, as well as the bruiser in Julius Randle. So I really like that signing for the Knicks. Then the Suns, just not too long ago, before I recorded this video, signed Eric Gordon. I do it every time. I knew I was gonna do it. They signed Eric Gordon. I'm not really sure what the money was, but nice. Get another shooter out there. He can also defend some. Yes, he's on the older side, but Eric Gordon is a valuable piece to a championship contending team. And a couple trades, and we're gonna finish it off with this. Obi Toppin was traded from the Knicks to the Indiana Pacers. Lob City is coming to Indiana, apparently. And then Victor Oladipo from the Miami Heat was traded to my OKC Thunder. Yes. I have 2 favorite teams. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the biggest moves, if you want to call them that, in free agency so far. Like I said, I'll speak on Dame when he does get traded, and we'll talk about what the Blazers look like and what he looks like on his new team. But for now, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy Reese. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Hopefully it's soon. I miss doing these videos. It's been like a week. But I'm out, man. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.